In this video, I'm going to show you how I paint and assemble the R.M.S Titanic, including DIY the iconic funnel color using only 4 basic paints. If you are new to the channel, I make models mostly in 700 scale shapes. Now let's put on a mask and get right into it. Here are all the parts we make so far. Before putting paint on the parts, I will firstly spray a layer of putty. The putty I use is from Mr. Hobby, and I put them in this plastic bottle so I can easily squeeze into my measuring spoon. There are 2 benefits of doing this step. 1. It reveals defects like scratches or shrinking in plastics, which could be difficult to see. 2. It synchronizes the color tone of every part. Otherwise, color like white will have a hard time covering darker color that's underneath. Now the putty is applied, it's time for actual painting. I start with areas which have large flat surface like the deck and the hull. This makes masking slightly easier, although it is still a tedious and neck-breaking task. In this build, I didn't cover the whole deck with masking, because the wooden deck will cover it anyways. The paint I use are from Mr. Color, which have great color when painted, but I found the orange is too saturated for Titanic's funnel, so I did a bit of research and I found Vallejo actually has a kit just for Titanic. However, it's too late when I found this, so instead I decided to mix my own Titanic color. The orange of Titanic is a little bit reddish, but more importantly, it's less saturated. After trying about 10 combinations, here is my solution. After painting, there are some small areas remaining. Masking these areas are too tedious, so I decided to brush paint them, such as the handle of these benches and windows. We are finally ready to remove the masking tapes. This is definitely a satisfying process, but at the same time, I'm a bit nervous in case there are paint leaking under the tapes or paint being peeled away by the masking tape. Fortunately, it didn't happen to me this time. After removing the masking tapes, we can now attach the wooden deck. I got the wooden deck set from Triangle Models together with the kit. It has glue applied on the back, so it's easy to put on. You can also apply some super glue to the edges to prevent it from flipping up. The wooden deck will absorb the super glue, so there won't be any glue marks on the top. Putting the ship together is my favorite process, because it is the first time we get to see its final appearance. I usually do it by sections of the ship and from the bottom up to prevent interference. I apply a layer of wash so that the details of photo-etched parts are more pronounced. And don't forget to add riggings. These extremely thin metal strings will make the model even more realistic. I cut the riggings into approximate length and then glue one side in place with super glue. I then trim the other end to proper length and glue it down. It has been a long way so far and the ship is finally completed. But this build doesn't just stop here. If you are interested in how I built this ship so far, please check out my other videos at the end. For now, please enjoy the display and I will see you in the next video.